Hello, my name is Rod Hall. I will be speaking about the importance of HIV testing. The people that will be listening to my presentation. Alright, let's get started. So, in this presentation I'll be talking about stats, HIV, AIDS, misconceptions, and prevention. So, some statistics about HIV. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the camera a little bit. As reported by the CDC, I'm going to actually read this one. More than 1.2 million people in the United States are living with HIV infections, and almost 1 in 7 are unaware of these infections. That's a lot. Also reported by the CDC, it estimates that 1,201,100 persons aged 13 and older are actually infected with HIV, and including 163,300 are unaware of these infections. So, what is HIV? HIV is human immunodeficiency, or human immunodeficiency virus. Excuse me. Human meaning that it infects humans. Immunodeficiency meaning that it lacks, that it's attacking your immune system and you're actually losing or lacking it. And then virus means that it cannot survive without being within a cellular body. So, what is AIDS? AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. You cannot actually acquire AIDS. You can acquire HIV, which can progress to AIDS, which is 8 to 10 years after infection. Immuno, meaning it attacks your immune system again, deficiency, meaning you're lacking. And then syndrome, meaning actually that you're showing symptoms of the virus or the infection itself. So, ways of transmission. You can transfer HIV through the blood. Pre-seminal fluids such as vaginal fluid, semen, rectal fluid, as well as milk breast milk from the mom to the child, intercourse, as well as injecting drugs intravenously. So drug abusers, basically. How HIV works? Well, it cannot survive without being inside of a body or system, as well as cells. If it's outside of the body, it actually dies really quick. You cannot transfer HIV through kissing. You actually have to have open internal transferring it. The percentage of HIV within your mouth actually is so small that the enzymes within your saliva will actually break it down before you can occur. So what are some misconceptions about HIV? Most people, or statistics, and my own, I guess, experiences have shown that most people believe that only homosexuals as well as drug abusers are the ones that actually catch the virus. But that's not true, although that is a high percentage of transfers or transmissions. Actually, heterosexuals also do transmit the virus as well. I'm going to state another fact, actually from the CDC. In Singapore, 90% of HIV infections occur through intercourse, but only 60% or 6% of them happen through heterosexual intercourse. So it's not actually based on gender or preference or gender preference or ethnicity. It's actually based on your lifestyle. So if you have multiple sexual partners, you are more likely to increase the rate of having infection. So other misconceptions. HIV is a death sentence after infection. No longer it is. People have lived 40 to 60 years longer thanks to antiretrovirals, which actually prevents the multiplication or the reproducing of the virus within the ribosomes or cellular bodies. which people do not know is that there is no cure for HIV, or some do not know there is no cure for HIV, but there's no medication. So, what are preventive ways of catching HIV? Well, if you're HIV negative, you can always use male condoms, and females can always use female condoms to reduce the risk of transferring the STD or the infection. There's also lubricants that should be used at all times because condoms can break and transfer the virus, and that actually lowers the risk of it. As well as male circumcisions. If you are uncircumcised and a male, you have a higher risk of actually giving the virus to another person. Also reduce the amount of people that you're sleeping with. So what are some preventive ways of transferring the STD if you are positive? Antiretrovirals, again, which lowers the amount of the disease within your body, which again stops the ribosomes from reproducing the DNA of the HIV, as well as PRPs, which are pre-exposure prophylaxis, which actually blocks the HIV from actually entering the cells and again reproducing. Another thing is less risky behaviors. Thank you and have an awesome night.